What's happening, fellow traders? Black Coffee Trader coming to you again. Today is Wednesday, Hump Day, October the 23rd, and we just keep marching on this green streak. I decided to trade the new Apex account just with micros today, which probably was a good idea. I did not have a very good day at all. In fact, I felt this morning like I ran a marathon just to get these accounts to green. I was kind of up, down, all around. Took some really stupid trades in the morning, really stupid trades. And again, the having a very good risk to reward ATM strategy once again really paid off for me today. If I would be trading with a very big stop loss and would have allowed those trades to go and run against that stop loss, I would have had a pretty bad red day, I think. And I think that's really been one of the pivotal changes for me in how my trading has gone so much better for the month of October since I've adjusted this risk to reward. So once again, it paid off today, but we had a massive sell-off. We'll focus on the Apex accounts first here, but had a big sell-off. It had kind of a move up here this morning and then had just a big sell-off, really the whole day until about mid-afternoon. Then we started to rally again, which by then I was done trading the accounts. But just made some bad entries here this morning. Some wins, some losses. The one I'm most frustrated about, I have not done this in a very long time, is I chased a trade. I completely chased a very bad trade right here. I was a little bit frustrated because here this morning we had this move down, bounced right off this key level, and this was a key level trade is what I called it. I should have pulled the trigger earlier and I didn't, and got stopped out of that one, and then jumped in here and unfortunately got stopped out. The market moves back up, pulls back down, and then rips. So I was a little bit upset about that, but the more I thought about it, I quickly kind of calmed down because I was like, well, I really shouldn't have re-entered there. When I got stopped out, I should have just been patient and allowed this thing to come back and kind of retest, which is really what happened. So that was an error on my part. Then here we had a decent hitchhiker set up here, and I waited to grab this until we had the move up. And I got out of there for pretty much almost a break-even trade, and I was frustrated because the move then continued. We had a lot of those candles today where there was really no continuation. You would kind of get a move in one direction, and the candle would kind of retrace that move, or we would have that move kind of like here. You start looking like, hey, this is really going to break out. Then we pull back. Then we fake back out. Then we pull back again, and then we go. And we had a lot of that today, and that was a little bit difficult. But this was frustrating, coming right off the heels of this. And I saw this move start happening, crossing VWAP, and I just jumped in. That was really stupid. It was a really stupid trade. And I took a $40 loss on that trade. And that was really the one I'm most upset about. Here we just couldn't get continuation. I did get a nice little trade here, and then we finally really broke down. I should have held on to this one. This is one where I moved my trailing stop into profit just in case we bounce back because of how we'd been bouncing all morning, and really missed the opportunity to have a very big trade here. But that's on me. And it was just kind of nickel and dime. It was kind of nickel and dime until about lunchtime. I think I stopped trading the funded accounts right around lunchtime, and at that point on the Apex side of things, I was red by $7. Some of the accounts were up by a couple bucks, some were red by a couple dollars, but totality we were red by $7, which is technically kind of a break-even day. And I didn't trade again until in the early afternoon. I really liked this setup. I was just watching this and really seeing a bearish pattern. You'd get a move down, pull back up, move back down, pull back up, move back down. And that was kind of the phenomenon until we reached this 20,170 level. And we started to put a hold in here. And I tried twice to get this thing to move, and it stopped me out each time. You can see the two green arrows here are two long trades that I tried. And when that didn't play, I decided I'm going to take this thing short because, we just couldn't get it to go, and we were not continuing to respect that level, and I just felt like this would fall apart. And at this point, I was back into the red. I think I was down about $100 across all the. No, I wasn't down $100. I was down maybe. Okay, actually, I had 3 entries. I see that now. I had 3 long entries there, so I had a loss of 28. A loss of 40, so that's 68, and a loss of 3. So we were down about $80 per account going into here. So I decided that if this is not going to go upwards, if we're not going to take a move back up and we're not going to respect this level, it means we're going to fall apart. So I entered this trade short on a bit of a hitchhiker setup here. I entered it short, and then the stupid market starts pulling back, and my stop was set right there. And I was a little bit nervous about just cutting it because I was starting to get into drawdown pretty good, and my accounts were red to the point of about 110 or so per account. And I did not like that at all, especially after I had given back when I had battled back to break even in the morning session. But I decided to hold on to it when it just kind of stalled, and I'm glad I did. And that broke down, and I ended up getting out of that trade with 50 some dollars. And what I was starting to do here, and this is a bit of a mistake, you can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4 short entries on the ride back down, which really got me into profitability, and all those trades were profitable trades. But what I was doing is I was moving my stop and following the last candle close. So like when this candle closed here, I moved my stop to 1 tick above this wick. And when the next candle closed, I moved to 1 tick above that wick, so on and so forth. And that's how I got stopped out of this trade. Had I just, left my stop somewhere around break even, I could have gotten this entire move in one trade and probably would have walked out with even bigger profits than I did. But I was okay with it. I was really just trying to, my thought process is I'm going to protect my capital, if you will. And it worked out, and I kind of got out right at the bottom. So the play worked out, and I just kind of rode that move on down. And then at that point I was like, I'm done with this for today. On the UProfit account, once again, I had a really nice day. I say a really nice day. I'm trading minis. I only took like 2 trades. Let's move this where we can see it. I only took 2 trades, but this once again to the live account. We're up $600 in 2 days, up $255 today. Yesterday we were up $350. So very nice start on that account. I think if I'm understanding their program correctly, you basically have to have 5 days of plus 200 in order to request a payout. So we got 2 days down, got 3 more to go. But yeah, great start on that account, and we're just kind of continuing to march onward with it. And I'm very happy with that. So that's kind of the long and the short of the funded accounts. The evals, I did a little bit of trading with a couple of these, this 50K and this 150K, nothing much. Kind of in and out with that account, with both of those accounts. And I did get a new take profit account. And once again, the curse continues, man. I don't know what it is with take profit. Like, it seemed like every trade I entered this morning, it just didn't work. And I had some winners, some losers, but ended up with a net loss of about $500. So not terrible, but I don't know what it is with that account or that with take profit right now, but I am bound and determined to pass another one of these. So we've had funded accounts with those with take profit before, and I certainly want to get back to it. So but yeah, I'm going to take those one at a time and see if I can get one across the finish line. So I'm really happy with that UProfit account. I like that program from what I can see. Again, this is the first time I traded UProfit about, oh goodness, it might have been a year ago. I think I traded one account, just to their regular accounts, and I failed it. I don't think I passed it. And that was the only experience I've ever had with UProfit. But I really like this UProfit Zero that I heard about here, last week, and I decided to try it. And so far, so good. I really like that account. But again, I still like my Apex accounts. That's where I've gotten most of my payouts, and just continuing to march forward. But I want to show you, let's go to this spreadsheet. Kind of shows a little bit better, maybe, the progress on the account. So this week, on the Apex accounts, we're up about 140 on average per account, and then the brand new one, we're only up $20 for today. And then here's the UProfit account, where we're up 605 across the last 2 days. So this is one little spreadsheet that I keep to kind of keep my weekly progress, to see, where are we going for the week? Did I win? Did I lose? What was my net gain for the week or my net loss for the week? So that's that. And then once again, taking a look at TradeZella, I did incorporate the this does have the UProfit trades. I can't export them or import them from the UProfit / TradingView platform. I haven't figured out how to do that yet. I reached out to UProfit and they really didn't know, so I'm gonna need to reach out to TradeZella. But what I'm doing right now is on the UProfit accounts. Let's just go to UProfit. Whoops, maybe I should select the right account. So if you look at UProfit 255 today, it shows 100% win rate. I am literally putting it in as one trade. and I don't have any details as far as R value or anything. So yesterday I just put a manual one trade in to show my win, and I'll do the same if I have a red day. I'll put one trade in for, you know, if I got a $100 loss or $200 loss or whatever, I'll put that in as one trade. But at least it allows me to track in you know, just looking at the UProfit account itself and see what my progress is. So again, I'm trading minis with that for the most part, but I'm really just kind of trading the same strategy. Basically what I'm doing for most of those trades is I'm going in with 40 ticks as a stop loss and 80 ticks as a take profit. And then I just take the profit as I can, and, you know, as it works. So, so far so good. But yeah, here's the month once again, green week. Very nice week. Obviously the UProfit account has definitely helped. So 600 of the 1200 is coming from that account, but it just, I don't know. I'm just not quite at a point yet where I really want to jump into minis yet with the Apex accounts. We're just going to keep going. If anything, I think what I'm going to do is just to increase my position size with micros to try to get to bigger wins. And really the last couple days, like today, I took 103 trades, so 102 trades. Now, granted, I'm copy trading 5 PA accounts. So, you know, those 100 and some trades are divided by 5. And then I had a couple reverse positions. So I would guess I had more like 100. Basically, I had 20 trades today. Which is a lot more than I typically take. You know, this week I've taken a lot of trades, but I've really not traded as well, really, truly. And again, I go back to the risk reward. Having a really good R to R is really what's keeping me green, and it's allowing me to take a lot of trades and get out of those trades with minimal losses. And then, you know, I've typically every single day I've been able to catch 1 or 2 trades where it's been a pretty good winning trade, and that's really what has kept me in profit. So I'm very happy with that, and just going to continue to do that, continue to march forward. So it's been a good month. Let's just keep the train on the tracks and keep rolling. So actually, let's take a look at, I have not looked at my playbook in a couple of days to see, let's just look at today. I think the hitchhiker would have been the best one today. Key level trade, I took quite a few of those, 37% win rate. Average winner, $40, average loser, 25. So that actually worked out. Had a net P&L of loss of $9. So not terrible though for, you know, I don't take that many key level trades, but I did have some of those set up today. Hitchhiker trade was my key one again today. 59% win rate, $89 in profit today. So yeah, average winner of 23, average loser 29, but a profit factor 115. So let's look at the month to see kind of where this is going. This month, maybe. Okay, here we go. Move up cross 50%. That's red. Back break and retest 33%. That is not very good. 36 trades, loss of $300. Key level trade, I've taken 118, 50% win rate, losing 700 on the month. And then hitchhiker, I mean, that's really where the bread and butter is at. 1.3 profit factor. Average winner is almost as big as the average loser, 58% win rate, almost 59, accounting for $2,200 in profit. So it just, the numbers don't lie. I really need to focus on that, which I do. I mean, you can see 378 trades here versus 20 trades here, and only 36 break and retests, 118 here. So, you know, the other trades here altogether account for about, you know, maybe 28% of all my trades. And that's, I need to keep that in perspective. And this is the one I certainly need to focus on. So just good data. I mean, that's what a good journaling software like TradeZilla does. It gives you that information and allows you to make good decisions on, hey, what's working and what's not. So on the month, slowly but surely, we're pushing this thing. I mean, my win rate now, or my average win to loss, is almost at 1, 45.2 on the average winner, 49.3 on the average loser. So again, I'm just slow and steady, making some progress, and putting a pretty good, solid little month together for me here. So that is great. But yeah, other than that, there's not a whole lot else to add, I don't believe. Let's take a look at the grand scheme of things. So today on NQ, we really kind of fell out. You know, you can kind of look at a bit of a head and shoulders pattern here. You've got left shoulder, right shoulder, the head, and we kind of fell apart here, but we did have a pretty big bounce back. So we're bouncing right back, closing around this 20,300 level. So that's been a pretty key level. So I'm kind of curious to see if we continue with the rebound back upward or if we continue to fall apart. Looking at ES, pretty big drop on ES as well today, and again a big bounce back. The key areas, in my opinion, would be right here. That's kind of where we're at. the 58,000, what is this level? I can't see it for now, but about the 58.45 maybe. That's seeing, here we have some previous highs coming from early October. And we had a resistance area, we had a support area, we fell through that, and now we bounced right off of that here this afternoon about the 4 or 5 o'clock hour. So again, I think that this area and the 20,300 area on NQ seem to be pretty synonymous. So we'll see what the overnight does, and I really don't know. I really don't have a good indication personally on, hey, which direction are we going to move, and which I think it's just as likely that we go up as we do down based on where the market trend is at right now. The Dow also had a pretty big sell-off, but it stayed down quite a bit, and this was a pretty key level here. They're on the 43,000s. We have a pretty key one here at 42.6 is where we bounced off of. So yeah, I don't know. I think the Dow and NQ and ES is all about the same. Where this thing is at right now, I think a lot of it depends on our news tomorrow, on what this market really could do. I think our news is at, yeah, we do have news tomorrow. We have flash manufacturing PMI at 945, flash services PMI 945, new home sales at 10 o'clock. So those are, and we do have unemployment claims, which is probably the bigger one. That will be the bigger one. That's at 8:30 tomorrow morning. So I would guess that tomorrow morning in the morning session, we're going to see some market moves, I would think. So in any case, we'll see how things go. But happy with the progress, happy with the way the trading is going, and we're just going to keep marching forward one day at a time. So again, thank you guys. Appreciate you hanging out. Appreciate you following along. Thanks for using code BCT with Apex and Take Profit Trader. And yeah, if you're new here, feel free to hit the like and subscribe button. Please do, by the way, help me to get and stay above that 300. I think we were right at 300 subs, and then we fell to 299. So one of you unsubscribed, so I need someone else to subscribe. Or if you unsubscribe, please resubscribe. No, it's not that big of a deal. It's just a little milestone that I've been wanting to reach and hold on to. So again, I appreciate you guys very much. So appreciate the comments. Hey, hope you guys had a great trading day. Let me know how you did. Let me know how you did today, and have a good day tomorrow. Be careful on the news tomorrow morning, and we'll try to have another update for you tomorrow afternoon. Try to keep this train rolling on the green track. So, all right, take care, and so long.